So
I just feel like I should start
Chris,
it out like
what's
that.
your topic?
The absence of one of my beloved gaming franchises, the NCAA football and basketball.
I love how he says NCAA.
Fuck the NCAA right now. And fuck Ed O'Bannon. Basically,
He's done a lot of research, guys.
I'm very pissed off about
Trials
this
and tribulations he has fought.
Let's just NCAA football is probably one of the greatest games I've ever encountered. Hands down. But because EA Sports put out a game that resembled actual players, that they used player likeness, and apparently they should be paid for their player likeness. So, since that's against NCAA rules, that cannot happen. Athletes cannot be paid. So, EA Sports is not allowed to use the NCAA logo because of this. There's a court case going on right now between Ed O'Bannon. The only way that the NCAA will give authorization to EA Sports to continue with the game is if, the NCAA loses in court. Then EA Sports has to pay the players. So you're looking to pay about $20 million.
That's a lot.
$20 million.
I'd say.
But, based on their statistics, their average franchise grossed $80 million with each title. So, I mean, you're still making $60 million.
Yeah, but you also got to think about the cost to make the game.
Mm-hmm.
Which games aren't cheap.
No.
That's probably another 20, like 10 million maybe for. What would you think? I mean, normally they spend about for a AAA game. It's more or less around like 10 million.
Do you think?
Yeah,
It
usually
depends.
5-10 million for a
Typically,
I would
AAA
think
game.
more.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, for a football game, like
Okay, for a football game.
yeah, for a
Right.
football,
I would say the most to go for football, for any kind of any sport game at
probably
all.
like 5-10 million. Like I want to say it's around that number.
I would say
what
15
if
just because of the increased graphics and the
I
engines
think
they've
Madden
used.
maybe though.
15.
Madden, but
Because,
I mean,
you know,
but it's the same concept as Madden.
Yeah, but it's
entirely
still though,
same.
like you know how they all. I mean, you were. With
I mean,
me with how
you're
they
just doing,
treated
like, rendering, but-
NCAA like a little bit less of a game. than
Yeah,
Madden.
I mean, yeah,
So
it's
I
true.
mean, they don't spend as much, but like I would say 15 for Madden. But for NCAA, I would probably say around like 10.
10.
Because
Okay.
they spend a little bit less for the NCAA ones because it's not the
True.
Madden and NFL.
Madden has a
game.
much bigger name to it.
Exactly.
I'm going to cheat really quick.
You're gonna look it up.
I'm going to cheat.
But yeah.
I'm curious.
Because yeah, pretty much.
I'll
I mean,
just do the
I don't think
latest
that they
one.
would cost that would cost a lot. And then you got to think too between the cost of the game, paying the developers, paying the actors. I mean, there are voice actors in it, but you know.
No, it's surprising. Like, because I looked up once, there was a rumor way before Destiny came out that Destiny was going to be the first $1 billion game. That never came true. That was
Wait,
even
what?
close. Destiny was rumored to be the first $1 billion game.
I do think
Wasn't
that was
it
a
500
rumor.
million?
Yeah.
It was something like that.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
But
the
they
other
did,
one,
well, they did spend 500 million, I
Yeah.
thought.
Right.
the only
no,
other
it was
game.
500.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I don't
Not
remember.
million.
I don't remember what other game it came close to. The only one second to that, it was like 150 million.
But
I don't
that's-
remember what it was.
Like that's the thing, though. I really do hope that they figure this out because I don't really care for football games that much, but I did like playing NCAA. I got into playing that with everybody.
Right, because we did the online dynasty. Like, it was more than like just playing against a computer or playing against somebody else. Like, you were doing like
and
the
then
whole
you're actually
thing.
recruiting and doing stuff that had like a
Right.
website you went to. So when we were at
It was
work,
fun as
we
hell.
would actually go on the thing and,
And
like,
it's
actually do it.
it's silly that this is now it's suddenly a problem. Like how many
Right.
games have been going on? It's suddenly like, hey,
So you didn't-
something's not right about
Yeah.
this.
Like how many games have there been? Like probably like 10, 15?
It's actually been going on. God, I'm trying to think of the first one. I think was it Bill Walsh College Football for Super Nintendo.
Oh, yeah.
So that was back in
But I mean, you got to think though too, is player likeness. I
early
think it's not
90s.
really-
But I mean,
more pixels. But even though it's say
Hey,
it gets
man,
into,
you don't-
well, say like
you
you
don't
know,
know,
get
man.
into like PS2 era and stuff. Why didn't they say anything then?
right.
Yeah.
That's true.
And it's just them being greedy. The players probably don't care because they just want publicity. And it's
It's-
cool you get to play yourself
it's-
in a video game.
Right,
yeah.
but it's the actual players who are doing the lawsuit because their player
Because they want
likeness.
money.
Yes,
Yeah.
because they want the money.
But see, I don't understand how they can win them because
Because
the
as-
reason they don't get paid as it is. They actually can get in trouble for getting paid
Mhm.
playing their football game. So the lawsuit is kind of like contradicting what they're not allowed
But
to do. As it
technically,
is.
though, they
Like
did
me?
take their likeness.
Like you
But
can't
like honestly, for me, if you take my likeness, if you're gonna put me in a video game, fucking take it.
But
Like I want to be in a goddamn video game. Like that's the dopest shit ever.
Put me in
Like-
Borderlands.
Like I want to do that shit for free.
But I mean, you got to think of it legally. Like, I mean, that is kind of against the law. Taking somebody's likeness
Well, that-
and then paying, like, getting paid for it.
That's what I'm
But,
saying.
but they were getting paid for it.
I mean,
No, I'm talking about like EA.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I mean, legally, if their likeness, then they can get paid. But also going to the actual students, it's the whole thing. If you
Well-
are playing a sport for a school, you're
That's-
not allowed to receive anything for that sport. You can't take gifts specifically for that. Obviously, they do, but on paper
You're
or
not
anything like that,
supposed
you're not supposed to. So
But-
them doing this is contradicting it.
That's the thing, though. Like, we don't know the whole story. We don't know if EA talked to these
Right.
guys like at any time,
Right.
or like any of the colleges before
Yeah.
they
Mhm.
made these. But that's the thing. Like,
They actually did. Like they had contracts with each of the conferences
okay, then that doesn't
to
make any
use
sense.
the
then.
schools. But then they said, like once this whole player likeness thing came out, like 3 of the conferences dropped out. So basically, at that time, EA Sports just pulled
Just
the
pulled the game.
yeah.
See, that's just,
So I mean, it's just
That's a
it's
messy
crazy. Like it
situation.
just needs to be it just needs to be
That-
settled. Like I just want to play that game again.
that and who cares? Like, just make random faces.
Yeah,
Like, they got
Right.
helmets on anyway.
just generate
Exactly.
Like, yeah, it sucks that, because I remember playing the old, like, the one with you guys.
Yeah.
And, like, they had the picture, and they're not gonna they're not gonna be able to have the picture.
Right.
But just, I don't know,
But I mean, like just
figure it out.
Yeah,
just
Shouldn't it
just
become a
generic
hassle?
players where like if you want to go in and customize them, you can.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Just make your whole team.
yeah.
Make your whole
I
team.
mean,
He's got to put a birthmark on his arm because that's what he has on his arm.
and then
10 million.
right.
And then it's gonna be even more crazy because then people are gonna sue for their likeness being taken because somebody's
Right.
creating their likeness in a
It's-
game.
Yeah.
Whether this goes positive or negative, it's just going to start a whole war or something
But
else.
did you
Mhm.
hear about the actual stuff for the new NCAA that was supposed to come out?
Hmm.
It was gonna be awesome. Like they were gonna
It
have
was.
create a stadium
Mhm.
Oh, that's
type
cool.
thing. Like
Don't
create
they
a
do that
team.
in 2K16?
Yes, they do.
Really?
You can actually relocate your team,
Hmm.
and then you get to create your courts, your stadium,
Oh,
your
see, I didn't
uniforms,
know
your
that.
logo.
Why
Like
didn't you tell me that? That would have been a really good.
I actually
deciding
just
factor.
moved
I would've
my,
went down.
Selling point.
Yeah, I would have got it.
like
really would've
I
got
just moved my team to Cincinnati.
it. You would.
Of course.
You would.
I
Would
mean,
you,
it's my
you
hometown.
change like the team name and stuff?
Yeah.
What'd you call him?
The Cincinnati Royals, because that's what they used to be when they had a franchise.
He's keeping legit.
I was waiting for Setter's
Danger.
Hornets or something like that.
Centers one.
Although, like my court name is probably a
Telling you
little
right now.
vulgar, but
When I get the game, I'm making Leviathan Gaming
do it,
team.
do it.
It's
That's
just
the
gonna
Ohio.
be. It's just gonna
I'm
be.
just
us.
waiting for the
It's
hashtag
just
to
gonna
come
be
out.
four-man.
It's just gonna be 4 people. The court. Me, you, Chris.
We'll
and
just
Matt.
like max out everything. We'll be like the freaking Globetrotters or something.
Like,
We only
right.
need there. This is all there needs to be.
Right. I'd be okay with that.
Everybody follows us. Oh man, they're up to the free throw. It's all over.
Yep.
It's all over. All over but the crime. But yeah, I mean, I really do hope that they figure this out though, because NCAA really. That was the only football game I really got attached to. Like, I mean,
But-
yeah, I've played like the Madden ones, but I don't get into them as much as
Right.
I would. The
It's like the
NCAAs.
whole state of recruiting. Like that's what really like
Yeah.
draws me into it.
Because I mean, I tried
And-
playing the franchise
Mhm.
one, and it just.
And even when they had the basketball ones, like that was fun as hell too.
Oh yeah, I forgot they had the NCAA basketball one.
Like bring them, man. Just get it settled. I want them both.
NCAA
Like that's
hockey.
it. That'd be dope as shit too.
That'd be sweet. Create a stadium in the hockey. Why haven't NHL done that yet?
Come on, EA.
Come on, EA.
EA.
Come on,
Man,
make a stadium.
killing me
So
right
what's
now.
this new? You
Killing
guys
me.
watch hockey. What's this new 3v3 and overtime thing? It's like all offense.
Oh, it's awesome.
It's
awesome.
one of the most epic things I've
It is.
seen. It's
Wait,
oh my
I
god.
think the Ducks are playing right now, and I forgot to.
Oh no.
You see that dude who get that hat trick yesterday?
This may be a fast video, guys. Just saying it right now. The Ducks are playing as we're recording this,
So,
and I need to watch.
wait, what's on the?
It's like past 9.
Don't they come on like 10:30?
I thought they come on at 9. It may be 10.
Search it.
But yeah, I love NCAA. The whole recruitment process, and then Mike cheating the one time, looking at my stuff.
Yep. He did that a lot.
He did that a lot. And we sitting there
He's pretty
like
shitty.
going through our recruiting, and he comes over, looks over our shoulder. No, what are you doing? We're sending scouts out and stuff, and he's
Right.
like, "Oh, what are you doing over here?" But he was always
Grimy.
He was always the bad one when it came to like screen peeking when you're looking at. Cause he's dead looking. He's like
Like not
he's
even
not looking at my
discreet
screen.
about it.
Doesn't even
Like,
try to
just-
fake it.
No,
Yeah, he's not
like
even discreet. He
not
just
discreet,
looks-
just straight staring, man.
It's so bad. And I'm like, man, that's why anytime we played, like I always wanted to do it online and not like over
Next
at
to him
his
because
house.
he couldn't see
Yeah.
the plays
He
and
couldn't
shit.
see my plays. But like the football servers sometimes. Well, back then they sucked.
Awful.
It was laggy.
Is it like playing
Like,
Street Fighter?
Actually,
I'm-
Street Fighter's probably better.
I was gonna say, I bet you.
Good
actually
lord.
probably better. Well, because then like it sucked, like throwing the ball and stuff because you had like the timing was all off. It was really bad, really bad. But yeah, I mean, like when did they say that there's any type of like resolution anytime soon?
Like a
I mean,
pro
it's
one,
strung
probably.
out in the courts right now. I mean,
It's
who
in
knows?
courts. It's gonna be there
It's in
for,
course.
for a
It's
while.
gonna be there until 2020.
Someone gets murdered
At least.
last year, and the court's just not started. That's how it
NCAA
goes.
Football 2020. Calling it right now.